You for higher mathematics, I used mine to program video games. My first creation was a baseball game. I don't think anyone can say it has bad graphics because it has no graphics. Gameplay was represented only by numbers. But when I saw my friends playing that game and having fun, it made me feel proud. To me, this was a source of energy and passion. As that passion for games began to blossom, I think my life course was set.
Our goal is always to do something different, something no one has thought of before. In truth, some of our inventions work better than others, but we never stop trying to innovate. Mr. Yamauchi always tells me we should achieve something that brings fresh, surprise, and joy. I like that.
My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass. I'm about taking names. And we're about making games. My name is Reggie.
And my name is Iwata. I'm about making games. And I'm about playing games. Last night, I played Super Smash Brothers. That's my game. I kicked some you know what. And I took his name. His name was Reggie. As Nintendo president, I'm also all about asking questions. So, Reggie, I have a question for you. Who's your daddy?
Peggy 7.
さて、最初に Wii U が皆さんのお手元に届いたことをより具体的に想像していただけるように、この場で Wii U プレミアムセットの箱を実際に開封してみたいと思います。公式フライング開封の儀とでも呼ばれるんでしょうかね。実は私もこうやって製品の箱を開けてみるのは初めてです。それでは Wii U プレミアムセット開封の儀を始めます。よろしくお願いします。 Wii U プレミアムセットの箱です。持つとずっしりと重いですね。重さ 4.25 キロあるそうです。 Wii は 3.67 キログラムだったそうですから Wii の時よりちょっと重く
Peggy 7.
さて、最初に Wii U が皆さんのお手元に届いたことをより具体的に想像していただけるように、この場で Wii U プレミアムセットの箱を実際に開封してみたいと思います。公式フライング開封の儀とでも呼ばれるんでしょうかね。実は私もこうやって製品の箱を開けてみるのは初めてです。 それでは Wii U プレミアムセット開封の儀を始めます。よろしくお願いします。 Wii U プレミアムセットの箱です。持つとずっしりと重いですね。重さ 4.25 キロあるそうです。 Wii は 3.67 キログラムだったそうですから Wii の時よりちょっと重く感じます。では開けていきます。ちょっと硬いですね。そうですね、ちょっと手袋します。白い手袋とかするとちょっとマリオみたいですけど、中は2段になってますね。ではまず本体、丁寧に梱包されてますね。はい、出てきました。 Wii U 本体です。では次にゲームパッドですね。Wii U ゲームパッドです。では上の段の方をちょっと見ていきましょう。まず大きい AC アダプターがあります。私も初めて開けますんで段取りがよく分かっていません。はい、こちらです。本体につないで使います。次に小さい AC アダプターがあります。こちらは Wii U ゲームパッドにつないで使いますですね。説明書、それからドラゴンクエストの Wii U ベータテスト登録証なんかもありますね。これは Wii U 本体を縦置きするために使う縦置きスタンドですね。はい、なんか通販番組みたいですね。ちょっと縦に置いてみましょうか。ここにはめて、ここにはめると、これはプレミアムセットだけについております。次に HDMI ケーブル、これ買うと意外と高いんですよね。標準でついております。ますます通販番組みたいですね。続きまして、Wii U ゲームパッドの充電スタンドです。これ後ろに AC アダプター挿す場所がついていて、そしてWii U ゲームパッドを置いていただくとこれで充電ができるようになっています。そして最後にもう一つ Wii U ゲームパッドプレイスタンドっていうのがついてます。これは置いていただくのは充電するのにゲームパッドを置いておいていただく場所で、これは手元にゲームパッドを持ってきて手元でプレイするときに使います。だからプレイスタンドなんですね。プレイスタンドにも載せてみましょうか。あ、違うな、こうですね。失礼しました。初めてですから。はい、どうもあんまりきれいに開けられませんでしたけれどもご容赦ください。以上で開封の儀を終わります。ありがとうございました。
Good morning. Good morning. Many of you will have a lot in common with our next speaker, as he started out as a game developer himself. If you've played any of the Kirby, Earthbound, or Smash Brothers games, you've already met his inner self. Yet his vision of the future propelled him up the chain of command, landing him at the highest level of the video game industry. We are also particularly appreciative that he will be delivering his keynote in English and with a sore throat. Please join me in welcoming the top man at Nintendo worldwide, President Satoru Iwata.
Thank you very much, Jamil. On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my mind, I am a game developer. But in my heart, I am a gamer. Today, I'd like to speak to you from my heart about our jobs and about our industry. I remember the first video game I ever played. It was Pong, and I loved it. By the time I was in high school, I was the first person in my class to buy an early Hewlett-Packard pocket calculator. I think I was one of the original early adapters. But where most people use their calculators for higher mathematics, I used mine to program video games. My first creation was a baseball game. I don't think anyone can say it has bad graphics because it has no graphics. Gameplay was represented only by numbers. But when I saw my friends playing that game and having fun, it made me feel proud. To me, this was a source of energy and passion. As that passion for games began to blossom, I think my life course was set. In 1978, I entered the Tokyo Institute of Technology. I would have loved to study video game programming, but no one was teaching it then. So I went to classes on engineering and early computer science. But after class, when my friends went back to their rooms to study, I took off on my motorcycle for one retail store in Tokyo. This was the first store to have the department entirely dedicated to personal computers. That was my hangout, and I was not alone. There were others there who also looked at those early computers and thought the same thing I did. How could we play games on them? We became friends, formed a club, and soon rented an apartment in the Akihabara district of Tokyo, where we began designing our own games. We worked until midnight or later every night, and that group of friends is what became the company known today as HAL. The name came from the computer in the movie 2001 Space Odyssey, HAL. We thought that name was very cool. Also, this is what I looked like back then. Thank you. Like all game creators, I was extremely cool too, don't you think? So, I don't really remember how, but I managed to keep up with my classwork and graduated from the institute. But when it came time to take a job, I had the distinction of joining the smallest company of any graduate in my class. I left to become only the 5th full-time employee of HAL. And when I told my father this, you can imagine, it was not the happiest moment in the history of my family. People sometimes ask me what I did when I was hired at HAL. Well, the answer is that I was a programmer and an engineer and a designer, and I marketed our games. I also ordered a lot of takeout food, and I helped clean up, and it was all great fun. Perhaps the biggest moment in the history of HAL came when we heard the rumor that Nintendo has developing a machine capable of incredible new graphics, the Famicom, or NES as it was called here in the States. We knew that this machine was for us. So we used every contact we could to get a meeting with Nintendo, sure that one of our ideas would become an instant hit. Yes, Nintendo did hire us, but not to amaze the world with one of our projects. Instead, they told us to fix one of their projects, a game that had seriously fallen behind schedule. Instead of creating a game, we repaired a game, and it eventually was released as NES Pinball. That experience taught us that even artists must know the business side of game development. After all, if a game never comes to market, there is very little chance of it making any money. Working in those days was also instructive in another way. Because the graphics were so primitive by today's standards, we asked ourselves how we could spur the players' imaginations as a substitute for what we couldn't display on the screen. Think about this. Someday our games won't look any better. What will we do then? Well, our work was satisfactory enough that we formed a close association with Nintendo. And as HAL invented a couple of early franchises, we also learned other lessons. Our first Kirby game taught us the value of teamwork. Since not everyone can be a Miyamoto, we discovered that ideas can come from several team members building on each other to make something superior to what one person could invent. Then we worked with the famous Japanese creator, Satoru Iwata, who was already an avid gamer himself, to develop his first idea for a game. That series, called Mother in Japan and released here in America as Earthbound, proved to us that ideas take on a special appeal when they become interactive. Many years and many projects later, I went to work for Nintendo full-time, and then one day, about 3 years ago, Mr. Yamauchi appointed me to succeed him as company president. Of course, this was a great honor, but it was also a great challenge. I knew this would require committing much more time and assuming much more responsibility. But fortunately, game developers are familiar with such things. So, I'd like to move on this morning and answer two questions that I'm often asked now that I've had 2 decades of experience in the video game world. Excuse me. First, over the last 20 years as a developer, what things have changed? And second, what things have stayed the same? One thing that has not changed and will not change is our nature as a form of entertainment. Like any other entertainment medium, we must create an emotional response in order to succeed. Laughter, fear, joy, anger, affection, surprise, and most of all, pride of accomplishment. In the end, triggering these feelings from our players is a true judgment of our work. This is the bottom line measurement of success. Secondly, we must always weigh challenge and reward. How much work and frustration a player is willing to withstand depends on the personality and skill of the player. Core gamers have a huge appetite for challenge. Casual gamers want less difficulty. At Nintendo, we believe it is our responsibility to make games for all skill levels. And most definitely, that includes people who are not playing our games now. The third thing that has not changed is the importance of the idea. Of course, it is variable to devise an extension or offshoot of a current idea, but it is invariable to come up with a brand new idea of what a game can be. I'm sure there are few of you out there in the audience today with such creativity, and our industry needs you. Fourth, this truth never changes. Software sells hardware. People buy game systems to play the game they love. I agree with Steve Jobs, the head of Apple, when he said, software is a user experience. Software is a driving technology, not just of computers, but of all consumer electronics. Finally, what has not changed is the value of intellectual property. If it is true that software sells hardware, it is more true than ever that franchises sell software. While our industry has made hit games with names like Spider-Man and James Bond and NFL football, I think we should be proud that our best games are those whose hero and worlds we invented ourselves. Thank you. So then, on the other side of the coin, what do I think of when I consider what has changed? One word immediately comes to mind: bigger. Especially here in the Western Hemisphere, the business is bigger. The North American and European retail markets alone are now worth approximately $17 billion. In the US, game sales were up another 8% last year. There are games in your living room, your office, on your PDA, your cell phone, and of course, best of all, on your Nintendo DS. Many in the media are shocked to learn that young men now spend more time playing games than watching TV. I think those of us in this room could have told them that a long time ago. Of course, the games themselves have become much bigger in several ways. They are bigger in a technical sense, occupying more digital space. That, in turn, requires bigger teams, bigger budgets, and bigger challenges in meeting deadlines. This also means that big game companies are getting bigger by consuming smaller ones. We know that in the next generation, budgets for AAA console games will regularly move into 8 digits, and that's before any marketing money is spent. Only the biggest companies can afford such cost. Not surprisingly, the success of our industry and the profit margin for hit games has again drawn big interest from larger entertainment companies. But we may not be compatible. Their books, movies, and TV shows are exactly the same for every user. But our games let players help write their own screenplays and their own endings. Now, I don't think any of this is news. Bigger budget, bigger staffs, bigger companies. It's there for all of us to see. Big is obvious. On the other hand, what's more prominent in my thinking these days is how our industry is getting smaller. We are smaller in the amount of risk we are willing to accept. We are also smaller in how we define video games. The list of genres seems fixed: shooters, sports, platform, puzzles, and so on. When is the last time we invented a new genre? But as importantly, even within these genres, we have reduced the environments we use. The racing tracks, the soundtracks, the bosses, the heroes are starting to looking more and more alike. Consider Tiger Woods Golf and Mario Golf, each a successful franchise, but using 2 different looks for the same genre. Such variety is becoming harder and harder to find. We are even getting smaller in how we define progress. Making games look more photorealistic is not the only means of improving the game experience. I know on this point I risk being misunderstood. So remember, I am a man who once programmed a baseball game with no baseball players. If anyone appreciates graphics, it's me. But my point is that this is just one path to improve games. We need to find other improvement has more than one definition. And finally, I am most concerned with what we think as a gamer. As we spend more time and money chasing exactly the same players, who are leaving behind? Are we creating games just for each other? Do you have friends and family members who do not play video games? Well, why don't they? And I would ask this: how often have you challenged yourself to create a game that you might not play? I think these questions form an important challenge for all of us. Excuse me. So, I have preached more than enough about the state of our industry. You may be wondering, how does Nintendo plan to respond? Let me answer a couple of things in a straightforward way. First, has Nintendo turned its back on the hardcore gamer? I don't believe so. If we were not interested in core gamers, we would not have packed in Metroid Prime Hunters for each of you when you went out and bought your Nintendo DS. This is not just excellent game entertainment, but also a signal that we want the DS to be for core gamers too. We would not have partnered with N-Space in order to take a new look at shooters in the game Geist, which is coming exclusively to Nintendo GameCube. It will move your emotions and move your definition of this genre. And if we are not interested in core gamers, GameCube would not be the home to the first big hit of 2005 here in America, Capcom's Resident Evil 4. It's a sign that not only do we care about core gamers, but core gamers care about Nintendo. And most of all, we would not be finishing the most anticipated game in your industry this year, a brand new Legend of Zelda. I would love to tell you all about it, but actions speak louder than words. We have chosen you to see the first new footage of Zelda since E3 10 months ago, so take a look. A new look is only one part of the Zelda story. Much more of the mystery will be revealed at E3. This latest Zelda adventure will appeal to core gamers and all gamers, just like every previous version. The reason, I believe, is that it meets the standards we set for all software we develop. We call these standards the 4 I's. First, is it truly innovative? Something different from what has come before? Second, is it intuitive? Does control of the game and the direction of gameplay seem natural? Third, is it inviting? Do you want to spend time in this world? And finally, how does it measure up in terms of interface? Can the player connect in new ways? Certainly, few games can score perfectly in each of these areas. But at Nintendo, this is how we measure ourselves and why we apply these standards to our software projects. There is also an obvious hardware example, Nintendo DS. It was designed to demonstrate both innovation and new forms of interface to be both intuitive and inviting. So far, people seem to have decided that it does all of that. As of today, we have shipped 4 million DS systems to Japan and North America in just 16 weeks since launch. And those numbers do not include Europe, where Nintendo DS begins selling tomorrow. I know that you are all familiar with the novel aspect of DS gameplay, incorporating to the two screens, the touch screen, and the microphone. What you may not have much knowledge of yet is wireless gameplay. We are now finishing up a game, Mario Kart, that will allow 8 players to compete simultaneously. Yes, gamers already know that Mario Kart is fun. But does the DS version make it even more fun? Well, let's find out. Let me ask you this. Is there anyone out there who is celebrating a birthday today? If so, please stand up. Okay. Please come up here to the stage.
Anybody celebrating a birthday today?
And in fact, if your birthday is any day this week, please stand up. I will need 6 of you to come up here and join me. Come on, don't be shy. Bill Trinan from Nintendo of America is also going to join us. And we will form a test group for wireless Mario Kart on Nintendo DS.
Let's go ahead and spread out a little bit on stage so that you guys don't be having to do it most of the race, get into the fight here. Okay?
On the screen above us, you see Will Bill's car. I hope trading mine, right, Bill? Thank you for joining. Okay, let's start. I'm Mario. I'm not good player. No! Yeah, unfortunately, I'm very bad. Final round. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. That was fun.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, these days, I spend so much of my time on meetings and interviews and traveling. I sometimes forget how much fun have playing games. I like that. Well, this demonstration of wireless Mario Kart brings us up to the present moment. This is a product that we will bring to the market later this year. But I'd like to spend the rest of my time today on what is perhaps the next logical question. Where does Nintendo go from here? Let me try to explain it first with an image. In the universe of interactive entertainment, there is a planet we call video games. It is the one we know best, but it is only one. Also, in our universe are other planets which entertain, but in different ways from current games. It is this part of the universe we are anxious to explore. So, this idea creates the dual passions of Nintendo. On one hand, we work every day to make what we describe as video games better. We want to give players what they want. But at the same time, we are intent on finding out what else we can use to entertain. Our second goal is to show players something new, something they may not even know they want. You already are familiar with a good example of this philosophy. It's Pokemon. At its core, Pokemon is a wonderful role-playing game, but it is also much more. Players collect and trade Pokemon may be the same way you once collected and traded bottle caps or baseball cards. Pokemon expanded RPGs to places they hadn't gone before. Another example was our decision to put PictoChat into the DS. It's not a game, not a competition, but a way for us to better understand how communicating wirelessly might also entertain. And PictoChat as a wireless function also represents just the latest step in something much larger for Nintendo. Excuse me. I want to announce today that following the groundbreaking work we have always done in connecting players, we will aggressively pursue Wi-Fi connections, beginning with Nintendo DS. The original Game Boy connected 2 players with a cable, then 4 players on Game Boy Advance. We put 4 control ports on your consoles, and then made our controllers wireless. With Pokemon, Fire Red and Leaf Green, we packaged wireless adapters with the games. That introduced unfamiliar players over fairly large distances. This is all part of a unifying philosophy that continues with Nintendo DS. Every aspect of Nintendo DS is designed to be friendly to all audiences. Therefore, Wi-Fi should be easy for everyone too. Our goal is to make this process simple and seamless. Users shouldn't give a thought. Wi-Fi connections will feel like a local area network connections because they will use a common API. We will let DS owners enjoy Wi-Fi without the difficulty of entering an SSID or a web key. And maybe most importantly, we will remove the most important consumer barrier because Nintendo's Wi-Fi connection will be free. As I said, thank you. As I said, simple and seamless. So you may want to know, is this infrastructure ready to go? Almost. What about development? Where are the dev kits? By E3, you won't be asking that question. Well then, what about the entertainment? I can say today that you will be playing Wi-Fi games on DS this year. What we are developing internally and externally with a number of people is very exciting to me. At least one of these projects, I believe, will be groundbreaking. And we look forward to your Wi-Fi games too. Let me give you one example of what we are working on. Internally, we are developing Animal Crossing Wi-Fi. We chose this property for a couple of reasons. First, it is one of those non-game games I mentioned, a form of entertainment that really doesn't have a winner or even a real conclusion. And because of its unrestrained pace of action, it avoids wireless latency issues. Before, you could take Animal Crossing to a different village. Now, with Wi-Fi, you can take it around the world. So, we feel that our form of free and easy wireless play helps move our industry in a new direction. But we are making similar moves in software as well. I want again to bring built-in out to demonstrate two other things that come from a different part of the interactive entertainment universe. But even before we show them, I can tell you, they may seem unusual because they are something different. This first one is the current passion of Mr. Miyamoto and Bill himself. Very good. And now Mr. Miyamoto is very busy to finishing up this game in Japan. As you see, this product will expand our audience to players who currently are not satisfied with what we've been offering them. I'm also going to ask Bill to show you one other software project. We are calling Electroplankton. That sounds different. Electroplankton. And it looks different too. The idea here is that creativity should not just belong to the developer, but to the player as well.
Nintendo. Yeah!
Different. It's designed to produce harmony, not adrenaline. So far, we are seeing different kinds of reactions to Electroplankton. Some test players are confused. They keep looking for their score or their next enemy. But others are hypnotized. There are people who simply refuse to turn the game off. No matter what your own reaction, I think you can agree that this is definitely not from the world we currently call video games. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. So, this is Nintendo's plan. Make our existing game world much better. Better Zeldas, better Marios, better partnerships creating games like Resident Evil 4, but also exploring other worlds in interactive entertainment. For us, This is a passion. This is a mission of adventure. And most importantly, we want you, the creative heart for our entire industry, to take that journey with us. You may remember from E3 last year that we explained that DS had two meanings, dual screen and developer system. And Nintendo Revolution is a developer system too. With IBM, we are creating Revolution's core processor, which we have codenamed Broadway because Broadway is the capital of live entertainment. With ATI, we are developing the graphics chipset codenamed Hollywood because Hollywood is the capital of movie entertainment. With Revolution, we are determined to create the new capital of interactive entertainment. Now, a couple of specifics. First, contrary to much speculation, I can announce today that Revolution will be backward compatible. The best of the Nintendo GameCube library will still be enjoyed by players years from now. Second, as I said earlier, we intended to incorporate wireless technology in all we do. Therefore, Nintendo Revolution will be Wi-Fi enabled, built into every system. Thank you. And third, even though the game experience enjoyed by players will be far different on Revolution, developing for it will be familiar. It will not require a steep new learning curve. In this way, just like Nintendo DS, it's a place where the best idea, not the biggest budget, will win. And make no mistake, we expect third-party publishers will be fully supportive of what we are doing. From this point forward, in expanding our development reach, some of these new games will come from larger internal teams, some from the kinds of game partnerships we've formed with third parties over recent years. Maybe someday, we'll work on a game together. I'd like that. If you don't mind, I will finish today with memories from one more franchise in my development career, Super Smash Bros. At the time it was being developed for Nintendo GameCube, I was already working full-time for Nintendo. But my heart told me I was still a developer. So I assigned myself to HAL to rejoin the team, finishing the game. Once again, I was living on the Japanese developers' diet of chips, pizza, and rice balls, and walking through the night from their offices. It was possible to see Mount Fuji, which many say is most impressive if you are willing to wake up and see it at dawn. But during this period, just as years before with our Kirby games, we at HAL would see the sun shining on the mountain before we ever went to bed. Many say the sight of the first light on Mount Fuji inspires them. But for me, I hope I never see it again. I also remember the first version of Smash Bros. Developed for Nintendo 64. The concept for the game, as you know, was to take the classic friendly Nintendo franchise characters and have them, as you say here in America, beat the heck out of each other. The idea was not brand new. There certainly have been a lot of fighting games. And the characters looked pretty much the same way they always had. So when we brought the idea to Nintendo, the concept did not sound hip or cool or revolutionary. And because of all this, there were people both inside and outside Nintendo who did not strongly favor our idea. And this was the environment that our team worked under. That attitude remained until the moment of truth, the moment when testers began picking up the controllers and actually playing the game. This is what happened. People smiled, then laughed, then began shouting to each other. That was the moment when everything for Smash Bros. Changed. And I must tell you, this was also one of the proudest moments in my development career. Yes, the Smash Bros. Series has become a great worldwide success because it sold over 10 million copies worldwide. Thank you very much. But the memory of that first moment when the testers began to play stays with me always. That is that moment that I call success. We at HAL found a way to bring our idea to life. Our team believed deeply in the concept, and we did not waver in our approach. So, in this important sense, we at HAL, we are just like every one of you. Even if we come from different sides of the world, speak different languages, even if we eat too many chips or rice balls, even if we have different tastes in games, every one of us here today is identical in the most important way. Each one of us has the heart of the gamer. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay. So I think. All right. So we got that taken care of. Oh, let's see. Let me take this down a little bit on my end. So we got that. So choppy. Hold on. Hold on, my 3DS capture is acting kind of finicky right now. Give me a second. Sorry, I don't know, my 3DS capture unit, I'm trying to stream a game, is acting all choppy and stuff, so let me see if I can fix it somehow. Is there anything I can, yeah, I'll try exiting out of Skype. I apologize. Okay. Try this again. But yeah, for whatever reason, it's really choppy right now. Config back buffer size, thread priority, highest, okay. Okay, there's something. Probably because the resolution I'm streaming at. Maybe. Might have something to do with it. Okay, let's see. It's still seeing the frame rate seems to be going pretty low. Give me 1 second. I apologize yet again. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the chat in here. Sorry, having some issues. I didn't foresee any of this really being an issue. Frame rate, resolution. So it says I'm streaming at 60. Yep, I'm back. Okay, I think it looks like it's working now. Oh, hold on. Forgot one little thing. Okay, am I back? Okay, I think it looks like it's working now. Okay. So transfer mode, big sound settings. Okay, we're good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play through some of Iwata's most kind of key titles, I guess. The first one up is gonna be Balloon Fight, and we'll probably do some Kirby and maybe a little bit of Earthbound. Some Pokemon Stadium, maybe. I'm not sure if it's really working that properly, but I'll try. I got Pokemon Gold over here just in case Pokemon Stadium doesn't work. Nah, 30 frames is fine. For whatever reason, it's not really picking up that I'm streaming at 60 frames. No, I'm streaming at 30 frames, actually. I guess I switched it. Okay, yeah, 30 frames is fine. Alright. So yeah, this was a game that Iwata kind of programmed all by himself. And I don't know if you are familiar with the Japanese show Game Center CX, but he actually came on and kind of talked about how he kind of got a job at Nintendo. Well, HAL. Well, he eventually went to Nintendo, but yeah, they just brought him on really early. Like, before the NES was even released in North America. Like, this was a 1984 game. Ah, crap. What time is it over here? It is 6:34 p.m. I'm much better at this game than I let on. I just kind of need to concentrate here. But yeah, he just kind of walked in, and they walked in without much prior experience, and they just, kind of gave him a shot. Most of his work was at HAL, so we'll get to some Kirby games in a bit. But yeah, this was basically Iwata's baby. Like someone else composed the music, but yeah, all the programming stuff was all him. It was really cool. Even if the game takes a lot of inspiration from Joust. But I personally like this game way better than Joust. So. Get over here. Hey. You're from Bangladesh. Oh, wow. Welcome. I live in California. How can I explain? I just live in the Sacramento area, which is in Northern California, the state's capital. Well, Sacramento is the state's capital, not Northern California in general, because that would be a big-ass capital city. It's not too great here, but I can get to San Francisco fairly easily, so it's not like I'm just beyond any sort of just entertaining things, but you would think Sacramento being the state capital of this city would be a little more interesting than it is, but it's not. It's not that interesting. Ah! It ate me. Or it ate the enemy. Okay, let's try this again. And we'll do the balloon trip mode. What are these things supposed to be anyway? Get them bubs. The bubs. Poppin'. Poppin' lock. Or just pop. Don't really need the lock. Get this bubble first. There we go. Shrek is terrible, by the way. Actually, it's not terrible. The first movie was okay. Anything after that I could do without. Yes, you already established that you were from Bangladesh. Oh crap. Oop. Ah. Messed up my streak. My poppin' streak. There we go. Oh, no, I got it. I got the streak back, baby. Woo! Oh, no, 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 no. Got him. No, Mark, you can still play Mario Kart 7 on Wi-Fi. Can't you? It's Mario Kart Wii that you can't play online. Oh yeah, in case you couldn't guess earlier, I'm playing this on my 3DS. I got modded for video capture. Bernie! Ah! They ganged up on me. Hey, Joseph! Curt's to-do list. 1, be Curt. 2, Curt around. B, do Curty thing. 4, be cool. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, welcome. Hello from England. Oh, crap. How did I mod it? I went to a website. It's www.3dsvideocapture.com. A person who goes by the name Katsukitty does these mods. But he lives in Japan, so you actually have to either send your 3DS to Japan or just buy a 3DS directly from him that's already pre-modded. So that's how I did it. I mean, no, the first option is how I did it. I just sent my 3DS over to get it modded. Usually a pretty quick turnaround, like he usually has it back to you within a week. I mean, mine took a little longer because they had just finished the capture kits for the new 3DS models. Like, they did captures for the original 3DS, the 2DS, and the 3DS XL. But, yeah, they had just finished this one, like, in mid-April, and I guess I sent mine in a bit too early. Yeah, I sent mine a bit too early, so I had to wait longer to get it back, and all these games were coming out that I was just missing out on, and it was just unbearable. But usually it's, you get your 3DS back, like, in a week. Like, if you ship it out through their way of shipping it, through UPS or DHL or whatever, you usually get it back within the week. Like, it takes a couple days to get it shipped there, then he works on it for like a day, or the company works on it for a day, then they ship it out the next day, and you usually get it back a couple days later. Nope, get back here. Yes. See you later, Squid. Ooh, 100,000, baby. Oh, I need to get these extra bubbles. Hup. Bam. Yeah, I played this a lot in Animal Crossing. Like, Animal Crossing was the first time I've ever heard of this game. And this was one of the NES games that you could unlock. I played this one a lot, in particular. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time. NES games, I mean. So, goes to show you how old I am. I still refer to the NES as the Nintendo. What did you guys call the Nintendo? If you were old enough to have the original Nintendo, what did you call it? The Nintendo, the NES, the NES? See ya, Montazir. Was it? Yeah, Montazir. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce your name. Alright. Back to Iwata's baby. I would stream that Game Center CX episode that I mentioned, but it's probably not a good idea because they tend to crack down on people uploading the show. Which I think is dumb because there's no legal way to watch episodes of that show online. Like a discotheque. Oh yeah, I called it the regular Nintendo 2 when the Super Nintendo came out. Curt, do I even like Yoshi? I love Yoshi. See? Woo! I don't know if having the amiibo is enough proof of that, but hey, it's something. I'm gonna want that yarn one when it comes out here in the States. Oh, there I go. Okay, let's do Balloon Trip. If my camera wasn't just completely in a jungle of cords behind my desk, I could show off my amiibo collection pretty easily. Actually, let me see if I can. I'll try later. All right, let's see. I like doing that little remix at the beginning. And let's see if I can get those orange balloons. I've got it before. I've done it before. On my old website, Down in B. I managed to get 66 of these balloons in a row, and I already failed. Alright, let's try that again. This one's kind of tough to get. Ah! Ah, shoot. Flew too close. Alright, come on. Come on, come on, Balloon Kid. Is that its name, Balloon Kid? Ah. Shit. Ah! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ah, I missed it. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh god. Ah! Can NES cartridges work in a toaster? Well, the Angry Video Game Nerd has a NES that's in a toaster. So, anything's possible. Ooh, baby. That's what I like to see. Ooh, got the orange balloons. See, I think the next one is like purple, if I remember right. Ah, crap. Okay, so I'll play this for another 5 or 10 minutes and move on to the next game. Oh, crap. Oh, missed me. Ah, flew too fast. The sound is slightly off. Just a split second off on the capture. Because that's... Ah, crap. Oh, no. Ah, dang it. Ah, screwed this one up. I'll keep going, though. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going for Iwata-san. Up. Oh, oh god, oh god. Oh, shoot. Ah! Pressed my luck there. Alright, see ya, Joseph. Oh. Dang fish is trying to nip at me again. Ah. God. Some tight squeezes here. Oh. Oh man, I am sucking. Take my time, take it easy. Alright, orange balloons. Liking it, liking it. So I think that's for getting 20 in a row, if I remember correctly. Ah. Messed it up. Oh, God. God. Oh, rank 02. I almost got rank 01. There we go, got the orange balloons. Oh, Joseph, you're not leaving? Okay. You really tricked us. Sorry, just checking on the chat. Oh, rank 01. Oh god, this is gonna be... Ah, dang it. Ah. Okay, at least I got a high score in rank 1. Alright. Let's move on. In case you're wondering about the Amy music, I have the Sonic themes for 3DS. So yeah, that's the Amy one it's currently on. It's still Amy. I stream here. I'm gonna be streaming on NWR. I think every week. I'm normally gonna be streaming here every Saturday, and whenever there's a high-profile release. But I do stream on another website called Backlog Gamers, the Backlog Gamers Club, which is I stream every weekday at around 4 o'clock Pacific time. So that's going to be at www.backloggamers.club. Here, I'll go ahead and type it in here. Oh, I guess I can't post links in my own chat room. Okay. I'll just post it here. Here, I should probably... put our website as well. So yeah, I stream every weekday at 4 o'clock Pacific time at www.backloggamers.club, and our website, of course, is www.nintendoworldreport.com or ninwr.com. So I thought I'd just put those up there. Yeah, if you guys want to check me out on there, that would be much appreciated, because I'm trying to build a new community, and so far we're kind of weak in terms of both viewers and people that are actually streaming. So if you ever want to stop by 4 o'clock Pacific time every weekday, I'll be there. But yeah, enough about the plugging. Let's get back to the games. Oh, here's Shadow's theme. So yeah, this is Kirby's Dream Land from 1992, the very first Kirby game. It's weird to think that Kirby came out so late. Like, I kind of figured Kirby would be like a late 80s game, but no, this... Or at least like 1990, but no, Kirby's Dream Land, the first Kirby game, came out in 1992. And yeah, Iwata had a hand in this game too, just kind of... just, like, mostly like the overall design. Like, Sakurai was the lead. This was like his baby. Here, hold on. I'll make it pixel perfect. Yeah, not a whole lot of people do stream on Twitch. Stream Nintendo games on Twitch. I don't know. Probably because there aren't really many Nintendo games that come out compared to everything else. Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land I remember being really short, and it doesn't have the copy ability either. It was like, at first I never really liked Kirby that much. Because this was the only game I played. And yeah, he couldn't, like, actually... There weren't any powers for him to suck up. You were just on the defensive pretty much. Actually, I feel like if we're gonna play a Kirby game, we should give it some proper... Give it a proper aesthetic. So yeah, this isn't my favorite Kirby game, but it has its charm. Even if it's, like, less than an hour long. By the way, am I sounding okay? Is the game overpowering anything? Here, I'm gonna move my mic closer to my face. Yeah, I just want to make sure everything sounds okay. The game isn't overpowering me talking or anything like that. Oh, you can't even run in this game either. Okay, sounds good. You're in the friend zone with Curt and Lucina. I didn't even know that you were pining after me. I'm flattered, but yeah, you're such a good friend. Real talk though, anyone who legitimately uses the term friend zone is kind of crappy. Because like girls don't owe you sex or relationships. Just putting my 2 cents out there. Like, just because you're a nice guy doesn't guarantee you getting laid or getting a girlfriend. More to it than that. But yeah, just a PSA for you kids out there. Oh, Wispy Woods time. Oh, is this Wispy's theme? I don't even recognize it like this. Probably because I played Kirby Superstar way more than this. Yeah, you need a friend code first. Wait, what did I just suck up? It looked like the microphone. I guess it was a health item. Ghosts and spiders! Oh, what's going on here? And I haven't played this game in ages. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going here. If I'm even going the right way or not. Oh, I can't even spit water. Superstar. Yeah, Iwata was a developer for HAL for a long time. Oh, I can't suck anything up. Oh! Fly, Kirby, fly! One of the more iconic items. Even if it doesn't do much. Oh, it's Lolo. Didn't know he was a mini-boss. Yeah, it's like I said, you gotta, yeah, like you said, you gotta start somewhere. Did Kirby's Adventure come out in 92 or 93? Yeah, it's good to know your roots. I think that was just the Lolo. There was only one of them. In Kirby Superstar, there was a Lolo, and Lala. But for whatever reason, in I think it was Kirby's Avalanche. What was that Puyo Puyo Kirby game? Was it Kirby's Avalanche? They called them Lolo. Oh, here we go. Lolo and La La La, right here. Yeah, in Kirby's Avalanche, they called them. Lolo and La 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 instead of Lolo and La La. Yeah, I think it was 93. Ah, you trapped me. Sorry I keep pausing, I just want to keep an eye on the chat. Yeah, it's hard playing these games without the ability to run. Like, it's playable, just having my suck power. Ah! I hate being trapped like that. Come on. Alright, one more hit. There we go. That's more I like it. Oh, no you don't, Joseph. Float Islands. Yeah, they have that little cutscene in Kirby. Yeah, I think this game is essentially, like, Spring Breeze is essentially kind of a remake of this. more of a reimagining, I guess. Gotta fly now. Wait, there's a microphone. Oh, I guess I do have some powers, like the bomb, just single-use powers. I didn't know the microphone was this early in Kirby. Wow. Ooh, that was close. Oh god. Yep, there's a door over here that has a 1-up, probably. Has something. Passageway. Oh, there's a 1-up. Yeah, it has some similarities with Spring Breeze and Kirby Superstar. Not a ton. I mean, yeah. There is a ton, I mean. I hate when I don't think before I talk. I just spout some nonsense that isn't even correct when I try and fill time. Well, whatever. You know what I mean. Everybody knows what Curt Dog means. Oh, what? What is this? Oh, I gotta... Okay. He gets a fire power, too. Okay. Oh, and the fire power's gone when I jump in the water. Great. Yeah, he wasn't made pink until Kirby's Adventure. I unbox all of my amiibo. I don't keep them sealed. Screw that. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a shmup stage now. Gotta be careful. There we go. Oh! Slammed right into me. Kirby's Air Ride is simple, but really, really simple, but a lot of fun when you got people to play with. Bam, baby. I do have Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. Yes, I do. Bubbly Clouds. And I think the next one is going to be the final face-off of DVD. God, yeah, this game is really short. I'm curious how they got away with having a game so short. Oh god, oh. I hate these guys. Ah. Kirby needs food badly. Here's Sir Kibbles. I wonder what inspired them to give Kirby that copy ability. Like, I wonder if it was something they wanted to do with this game, but couldn't really figure out how to program it. Oh god, no. The color thing was just a cost-cutting thing. Like, the technology wasn't really... Well, it was cost and just kind of performance in general. Because if you remember, like, the Lynx and the Game Gear had a really crappy battery life. But in order to keep costs down and just have it run as smoothly and as long as possible, yeah, they just ditched color. Because I don't know if you remember how cheap the Game Boy was back in the day. Like, I mean, I think it launched at around $99. And eventually, like, in the early to mid-90s, it dropped down to $50. Like, this was, like, the cheapest in terms of quality, in terms of, like, cost to quality. It's probably one of the better, like, kind of handhelds out there at the time. Well, actually, it was the best handheld compared to the Game Gear and the Lynx. Mass Attack was okay. I actually liked the mini-games in Mass Attack more than I actually liked the main attraction, I guess. Here's Kraken. Oh god. Ooh. Is that his name, Kraken? Ah. Keep on screwing up the arc that he comes at me at. Shmup power. Ah, health. Yes, glorious health. So yeah, this part is in Kirby Superstar also. There was like a microphone enemy somewhere around here. If I remember right. Kracko, that was it, not Kraken. Oh. Wait, was there something else over there? Oh, I can't go back in. Oh, that was an enemy? I thought that was a power-up. You best Hadouken and Shoryuken. Alright. Hadouken! Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Tatsumaki Seppuken! I know you didn't ask for that, that was a little bonus. Tatsumaki Seppuken! Alright, time to take out Kracko. Bring it on, Kracko! Much easier than his previous form. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here's the final stage. Gonna do the Kamehameha. I'd rather not. Oh, wait. Oh, we have to do a boss rush? Okay. Oh, I was supposed to go under it. Hi! Oh, let me check. Hi! Hello! Hello! Hi! I've never tried to do Kirby before. Oh, how am I supposed to get in there? Huh? Oh, what? Oh, that was another Kirby. What is my favorite game? Ooh, that's a tough one. I want to say Super Mario Brothers 3. That's one of my favorites. Bully on PS2 is one of my favorite games. Pokemon Silver. Or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, whatever. But for the time, Pokemon Silver was one of my favorites. Smash Brothers, of course. As any version of Smash Brothers. I'm trying to think. Chrono Trigger is up there. I never really thought about what some of my favorite games are, because I have so many games that I hold dearly, but I can't really pin it down to just one game. Oh, there's a squid. He's dead, though. That squid guy still here? Ah. Oh, I don't have any more lives left. I gotta be careful. I don't know if this game even gives continues. I thought the battling in Chrono Trigger was fun. It felt way more fast-paced than, like, most other RPGs. So yeah, Mario 3, Chrono Trigger, Bully, Kingdom Hearts, the first one. And, yeah, the Smash Brothers series. I say the series, I don't have a specific favorite Smash Brothers, because I feel like Smash Brothers gets better with every game. Like, Melee was better than 64, Brawl was better than Melee, and this new one is better than Brawl. So it's just, I feel like Smash Brothers as a series, as a concept, is one of my favorite games. You're back. Chrono Trigger is turn-based. Ugh. There we go. Hope this gives me health at some point. So why do I have to touch Kirby to do that? Yeah, I don't remember that part of the game at all. It's so weird. Oh god. Come here. Ugh. Oh, it does give me the option to continue. I gotta do it all over again. Lear, let me just restore the save point. I'm cheating. What is my favorite food? Gotta go with all-meat pizza. Yeah, all-meat pizza and California burritos. If you've never had a California burrito, you are missing out. It is a staple of... Well, I mean, they have them in different places in California in general, but it's mainly something that came out of San Diego. Alright, let me try that again. A California burrito, in case you don't know, is a burrito with carne asada steak, shredded cheese, French fries, and usually sometimes there's pico de gallo. I don't like pico de gallo, but sometimes you can get sour cream and or guacamole in it. But yeah, California burritos are friggin' delicious. If you've never had one, go to San Diego and get one. I don't know if most hole-in-the-wall places in America really serve California burritos. Like, they like to put rice and beans in a burrito, but I feel like that's just filler. I feel like if you really want a real burrito, you gotta have the meat and just meat and cheese is all you really need. Sometimes salsa. It depends. Yeah, pico de gallo has like onions and shit in it, and I think that ruins the taste of it, but yeah. California burrito is carne asada, cheese, and steak. I mean, carne asada, cheese, and fries, I mean. Do you have to ask for a California burrito if you're already in California, or is it just implied? Not all places have California burritos. I mean, if you're gonna look for a California burrito, you're better off looking in, like, Los Angeles or San Diego. There are some places up here in Sacramento that serve them, but there's not really a ton, because they, for whatever reason, they just like putting rice and beans in a burrito, and then you put the meat in there. But they don't really have fries or anything like that. But yeah, California burritos are delicious. I already mentioned that, but yeah. Yeah. I don't get why I'm going off on a tangent at this point, but I don't know why Chipotle is a thing in California. I mean, there's lots of people that go to Chipotle. Like, I can understand if you're, like, on the other side of the country, nowhere near Mexico, or if there's not really, like, a big Mexican population, the Chipotle is just like, okay, whatever. But I feel like with all just a little hole-in-the-wall kind of Mexican food places here in California, that I wouldn't think that Chipotle would have a market, because it's just dry-ass burritos. They only give you, like, a spoonful of meat, and they just overload it with rice. And it's just like, it's not that good. Ugh, but yeah. Yeah, your text is going through. Yeah, I don't remember those clones either, Sora. What is my favorite animal? The puppy dog. Actually, where's my dog? Bernie! Here, I'll get my dog in here. Bernie, come here, boy. Bernie! He's not coming. What do I think about Earthbound? I think Earthbound is amazing. Oh, let's fight Dedede with 1 bar of health. Yeah, let's restore point this. Let's change it back to grayscale. Ah! I got smashed. I think Bernie's outside somewhere. I don't think Iwata was the lead programmer, but he was the one responsible for getting the Kanto region into Gold and Silver. I'll probably take a look at that in a little bit here, too. So the restore points keep your color palette here, too. Like the gray... Ah. Come on, bring it, Dedede. My favorite enemy in Kirby, probably the Poppy Bros. I love having the bomb. Him or Bonkers, the one with the hammer. Ah, this is gonna be tough. Ah, too close. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ah, I didn't know he was gonna do the hammer so far away from me. Nope, I missed it again. Yeah, I normally don't use save states unless I'm just doing something like this where I just want to see the end of the game. The next game, I'll probably see if I can get gold and silver running. Ah. I already said my favorite enemy in Kirby was probably Poppy Bros or Bonkers. Ah, struck me. Come on, bring it. Ah, crap. It's kind of a tough boss fight with only 1 bar of health. Oh, he tricked me. Don't worry, I'll move on to the next game as soon as I beat this. Ah. It's my favorite Mario Kart game. Probably 8. 8 or Double Dash. Come on. This is shameful. What's my favorite Kirby game? Probably Kirby Superstar. It's either Kirby Superstar or Return to Dreamland. Oh, let's create a restore point here. Ah! Couldn't turn around in time. There we go. Hit a few times. Save and resume. Oh, you are from Chile. Oh, Chile. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, my Chilean brethren. Do I like Mortal Kombat? Not really. I don't really like many fighting games, to be honest. No! Ah. Well, hello from Sweden, Richard. Nope. Smash me right in the face. Yeah, we're gonna get to Pokemon after this, and I think that's probably gonna be the last game we play tonight. I don't even know if my save from Pokemon Gold is still in the cartridge. Battery probably died. But we'll find out. Oh, we'll find out. I'm about to summon it. In Chile, sexy girls dat ass. I'm happy. Well, I'm glad for you. Oh! Yeah, there's 3 bars left. I don't know if I have any of my original copies of games on the NES. Oh, there goes D-D-D. Day-to-day, whatever. But yeah, I was stupid and sold all of my Nintendo and Super Nintendo games back when GameStop was really good. About trade-in values and stuff. So that was a big mistake. So I don't have a lot of the original games that I had since I was a kid. I rebought most of them. But yeah, this is just Spring Breeze. Wow. Chief designer Masahiro Sakurai. Chief programmer Koehei Miyabi. Programmer Sunday Rain. Was that like a team, or? GDV programmer Tetsuya Toya, designer Mogami Kurand or Kurano. Jun Ishikawa was composer. Special thanks to Bubby. Special thanks Cypher. Supervisor Bo Nakajima. Producer Makoto Kanai. And so many players. So Iwata wasn't in the credits in this? I know he had a just influence on the design of it and stuff. Yeah, I was kind of surprised he's not in the credits, I guess. Bye-bye. Extra game. Press up A and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. Oh, I didn't know there was one. Okay. Press up A and select on the title screen. Oh, what is DDD doing? Oh, he's having a little temper tantrum. Oh, I guess you actually have to switch the game off at this point. Switch the system off. Press up A and select on the title screen. What does the extra game entail? Is it just a harder version? Okay. Oh, I'll find out on my own. Oh, there's the shadow theme. Okay, so, let's see. Let's go ahead and see if my copy of Pokemon Gold works, and yeah, we'll close out the stream with that. Excuse me. So yeah, give me 1 second. just find the Super Nintendo controller. Hey, Patrick. Ah, here we go. How do I get these old games to work? Well, it just depends on the game, really. Let's see. So add... So yeah, I kind of have the holy grail of capture cards. That can take any kind of system or console at 60 frames per second, even older ones like the Nintendo and stuff. So I have my Super Nintendo hooked up with the Super Game Boy. So yeah, let's see if this works. Okay, nothing yet. Alright, hold on. Anything? Alright, one sec. Okay. Config. Is it even on the right device? Yes, it's on this video. Is it on the right input, though? I mean, it should be, because it was lighting up. Alright, yeah, let me get a Q-tip real quick. Bernie, it's just me. Bernie, come here. I don't know, I just came out of my room and he started barking. He probably thought... Yeah.
Because I didn't want to interrupt you because you had a telephone conversation.
Yeah.
I don't feel too well, so I just made chef salad for us.
Okay.
See what you want, okay?
Okay.
No,
Probably should put this in the Game Boy player. Yeah, if this doesn't work, I'll just put the game in the Game Boy player instead. On my GameCube. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. So let's see. Yep, my game's gone. I don't know if it'll even save still. Check the clock for me. What time is it? Let's see, what time is it? 7:50. Night 7:50. No wonder it's so dark.
Hello! Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon. Some people battle with them. But we don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There are still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. Now, what did you say your name was?
Iwata.
Iwata, are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. I'll be seeing you later.
I am playing on a Super Nintendo with a Super Game Boy cartridge. Oh, right, there's no potion in here. Alright, hold on. Oh, that's loud. Sorry, just changing the input on my TV. A lot of you guys want me to pick Chikorita. I might go ahead and do that.
Oh, Iwata, our neighbor Professor Elm was looking for you. He said that he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot. Your Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Here you go.
Iwata received Poke Gear. Now he was able to... Oh, hold on. There we go. Now he was able to double the size of Pokemon Gold.
Essential if you want to be a good trainer. Oh, and the day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. You mustn't. Mustn't.
Who says mustn't anymore? Oh yeah, the Super Game Boy can play Gold and Silver. I don't think they can play Crystal, though. Basically, the Game Boy player can play anything from the Game Boy and Game Boy Color enhanced games, but it can't play Game Boy Color games.
Come home to adjust your clock for daylight savings time. By the way, do you know how to use the phone? Don't you just turn on the Poke Gear on and select the phone icon?
Well, you're still explaining it to me after I said yes. So it's kind of weird. The Super Game Boy 2. I don't think the second Super Game Boy was released here. Oh, excuse me. Actually, let me look up the Super Game Boy 2. Super Game Boy 2. It was released exclusively in Japan in '98. Editions include a Link port to do 2-player mode, green Game Link LED, the red power indicator. Edition came with 8 default new borders, however retained the same built-in palettes and tools as the original model. The model also addressed the speed issue present on the original model. Contrary to rumors, the system is unable to run Game Boy Color exclusive games. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't actually run Game Boy. The Super Game Boy 2 doesn't actually run Game Boy Color games. Shit, I think it froze. Ah, God. Yep, it froze. Which is weird, because the game is still running. There's nothing to do with the controller, I don't think. So wait, what? It just turns off when I unplug the controller? That's weird. What happened? Probably emulating the game would have been a better option than this. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to save. I don't know. Okay. So this was kind of a bust. So I apologize. So I was gonna end the stream in like a few minutes. So I think I'll probably just call the stream here. So that kind of was a bust. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? I think that's it for now. Maybe I'm gonna see if this cartridge actually retains a save. So maybe I'll play a little bit on my own and see if it saves the game. And maybe we can make this a weekly thing where I play through Pokemon Gold. If that's something you guys would like, because I know Pokemon streams aren't exactly the most exciting. But if I can get that working, and maybe we can do this, make this a weekly thing with Pokemon Gold, and you guys can kind of guide me through the adventure. That'd be fun, I think. So yeah. It was great looking back on some of these games and kind of reminiscing about, you know, what made Iwata special. Like, I know I wasn't too active in the chat when I was playing those videos, but I was just moved and touched by everything you guys were saying. And it's just like, I feel like anything I could say would just pale in comparison to the love that you guys were pouring out, and people on Twitter and Tumblr and stuff. So, yeah, he was a very important person for Nintendo and a lot of our lives. And it's going to be hard to replace a guy like that. I guess is basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really the best president in certain cases, but he made us care about the company way more than any other corporation could, really. Like, compared to maybe say something like Steve Jobs, I mean, I don't know if people are really mourning this in the same way of his death, other than people like iJustine, but it's like Steve Jobs didn't really help create anything. I mean, he invented the iPod and the iPad and iPhone and all that stuff. But it's like, I feel like there was more heart put into what Iwata did for the company and how he helped shape the company. And that's why it's more heartfelt to kind of see all the little tributes people have been making for him and his family and Nintendo in general. Yeah, he presented himself in such a way where it's just like he wasn't just the president, he was Nintendo essentially. But yeah, yeah, that's just, like I said, I don't know if I could really say anything that hasn't been said before, other than it's just, yeah, we'll miss you, Iwata, we'll miss you. You're a good guy. You ran a really great company, you love that company, and we'll always remember how much you cared. Even in your sick days. But yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you want to see more streams from me, go to backloggamers.club. And I'm going to be doing streams every weekday at around 4 o'clock Pacific time, which would be about 7 Eastern time. I'm going to be doing weekly streams here on the NWR YouTube channel every Saturday, I'd hope. So hopefully be back here on Saturday. I'll let you guys know on the Twitter and YouTube and stuff beforehand. So yeah, backloggamers.club, nintendoworldreport.com. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to know when we go live. And yeah, let's make this a weekly thing, and hopefully we'll make it even more of a thing once YouTube live gaming or whatever launches, and we have kind of a more static place to kind of hang out. But yeah, all right. See you guys on Backlog Gamers Club, and hopefully here on Saturday. Bye. Where is that song? I'll leave you guys with one more thing. Hold on. I had it. Where is it? I'll just look at my history.
miss you.